Today I'm giving you guys the first look and my first impression of the Nike VaporKnit 3.0 football gloves. If you're new to this channel, you just found the best place on the internet for detailed football reviews and unboxings. And today, we're taking a look at Nike's VaporKnit 3.0 football gloves. Now, I always like to start off with a little history of the football gloves or football gear in general that I review. And what you need to know about the VaporKnit 3.0s are, these are Nike's top football glove, top of the line model. So they retail for $60. It's going to be, again, one of the most expensive receiver gloves, or the most expensive receiver glove in Nike's lineup. Now, this idea of the VaporKnit football glove, or the flagship model, really started about 6 or 7 years ago with the Vaporflies. And for a few years, these were Nike's flagship model. Now, Nike took the idea of the Vaporfly football gloves, which are super streamlined for your receivers, and they put in knit material. So knit was something they knew that they were using in their cleats, in their gloves, in different clothing as well, and they made the VaporKnit football gloves. Now, they started with the original VaporKnit football gloves, which I have here, and I did give a detailed review on these a few years ago, and this was their first try at using knit in a glove. Now, these gloves are some of my favorite, but they were hit or miss because they are super compressive on the hands. They are a tight fit depending on your finger shape, but it did give you that breathability throughout the glove, and that's really what the VaporKnits are about. Now, they improved that glove a couple years later with the VaporKnit 2.0s. Now, these have an even more snug fit, especially around the wrist area, but they do have a little bit more stretch in the actual back of hand. It's a little stronger in terms of the integrity of the material, and the actual shape of the ventilation is different. That gives you more of that flex in the glove. So a little bit more comfortable than the original VaporKnits. And also, they changed the fingertip caps to give you less fingertips, again, in the VaporKnit 2s over the original VaporKnits. This year, they released the VaporKnit 3.0s. There's only a few colorways out there right now. Let's take a look at some of the technology that Nike has put into this glove. First thing that Nike writes is, breathable knit allows cooling airflow. I talked about that from the original VaporKnits. That's really what the VaporKnit is about. It has the ventilation in the actual glove to give you some of that cooling that it talks about. Durable pinky seams provide a locked-in fit. Now, this is super interesting. They actually call out the pinkies. That is because the pinky finger has a lot of twist on a lot of football gloves, and that impedes some of your catching ability and interferes with you and your ability to play the game. So you can see on this design, Nike's actually changed the design of the pinky finger, different than other VaporKnit football gloves where the entire material on that side of the glove is more that magnet grip. So instead of just having the fingertip caps like they do on the other fingers, they went ahead and with the entire pinky, they've used more of that magnet grip. This is very similar to the VaporJet 5.0s. You can see that they both use a similar design in the pinky finger. Take a look at how Nike uses that design. You guys can tell there that it uses magnet grip in that pinky finger. And the last thing Nike writes is sticky magnet grip palms. Magnet grip is something that they have been using forever. Every time I do a Nike glove review, I talk about Super Grip. That's something that they had years ago with the original Super Bads. It was almost like a double layered magnet grip. So as soon as that first layer peeled away, you then had a second layer. That is something that I would really love for Nike to bring back. But again, that's something that I don't know if they ever will, right? People don't keep their gloves that long to really get through that first layer as it is, but that's something that it made the glove super sticky because after that first layer, you just had that additional layer. Next, let's try the glove on. I'll give you my first impression about how it feels. Put the glove on, it doesn't feel too different than the VaporKnit 2s. Now, the 2s did feel different than the originals, and the 3s feel very similar to the 2s. The fingertips do feel a little bit tighter. That's something that I'm going to have to test out. Use both gloves again to really tell the differences. You know, I haven't talked to the Nike designers about this glove. That's something that I will do. I will reach out to their design team and ask them about the changes specifically that they made with the 3.0s versus the 2.0s. Now, a couple years ago when this glove was in development, we did chat about the overall design, so I knew that something like this was coming, but really love the overall look of it. You can tell how it's different. I really like the palms of this. It's a little cleaner even though it does seem kind of busy. But I think overall from afar, it does provide that super clean look. And I think the black on black Nike sign is something that I always love. I have a lot of cleats with that colorway. But other than that, I can't really tell a lot of the differences. But let me know what you guys think, your initial impression of the overall design. See how it wraps around my hand. I'm going to use these in my game tomorrow with actually the cleats that match. I'll take pictures of that. That will be on my Instagram. And if you like this video and you're excited to see the detailed review, definitely give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.